the last hero, so they get like extra.
Like you said, it's strategic. Yeah. And here we go. Game 2 of the International 3 Grand Finals. Alliance versus Na'Vi. Alliance leading 1-0 and already heading down to the bottom lane. We'll introduce them quickly. S4, your Beastmaster. Ake, your Venomancer. EGM on the Visage. Loda on the Spectre. Admiral Bulldog on that Nature's Prophet. Nothing spent for him yet as far as gold goes. And on the Radiant side, we have Team Na'Vi. Dendi on the Batrider, rushing the bottle. Havos will be your Alk, bringing up the rear. Kuroki, your support EO. Puppey, the Enigma, and then Funnick onto his Bounty Hunter. This game starting with the boots.
Yeah, we've seen this in the past. Alliance not going for the level 1 Roshan, but using it as a bait. So they're hiding here to the right side of the tree line. They want to scout things out with trees. They're trying to bait Na'Vi to go inside the Roshan pit. Funnick does have Skeletal Walk, so he's checking it. S4, not exactly the best person to lead a gank because he does not have any disables.
Meanwhile, the pole camp has been warded off. You'll see a Sentry Ward deployed here. And one of the best ways to punish this kind of Na'Vi draft, oh, we'll see another ward. So is to basically slow them down, because Na'Vi need a lot of things, right? They need a Wisp level 6, they need a Dendi Blink Dagger. Your Alchemist, you want Havos to get his Shadow Blade or his Battle Fury, probably a Shadow Blade knowing Havos, up as quickly as possible. Enigma, you'll want to farm towards the mech, he'll want to get his levels in the jungle. So early on, they'll use maybe the threat of that Rosh or just the threat of an early engagement to head into the enemy jungle. They do place 2 wards here, an Observer and a Sentry, and this is really clever from Alliance, because now Na'Vi are going to have a very hard time de-warding this camp at level 1, especially since it's such a greedy draft. At most, they're going to have 1 set of Sentry wards, and is there a single Sentry that can de-ward both of these? I don't think so.
No, there isn't. You got to spend both. You got to guess perfectly. And so far, no rotation has been made to make that de-ward just yet.
For the time being, S4 sitting mid. Ake rotating back to the top lane. That puts Funnick into your off-lane Bounty Hunter, manually blocking the camp with his body. And he'll try and do some economic damage of his own. Loda's going to get free farm early on. The mid lane will be a Dendi Bat versus an S4 Beastmaster. Again, Dendi with what should be an advantaged matchup for him. Now, Funnick, continuous jungle harassment. We saw that he looked to do this in the past. We actually saw that Bulldog did this to Na'Vi, where Funnick was farming the level 1 Ancients, and he just used Bounty Hunter to constantly harass, slow down their jungle game, deny their economy, so that your other teammates can get ahead.
Yeah, at best though, Funnick has 1 Skeletal Walk left here. I think he's trying to pick off a courier, maybe he's trying to bait this creep wave going towards his direction. That's exactly what he's doing, but he's got to run through a Venomancer that has a Sentry Ward and a Venomancer Gale. If he gets Galed, he is dead. He's running, I think, maybe journeying across the world.
Yeah, I do want to point out the pole camp is still warded off, and again, it's because they put down an Observer and a Sentry. Very hard for Na'Vi to fully de-ward that. Puppey can still jungle. Kuroki can hang around him, but that does slow down your Enigma jungle game a bit. So Na'Vi's not completely screwed by this, but they are slowed down. Right now...
Oh, mid lane here, looks like we have a tether in against S4. He's dropping low, couple more hits gonna do it. Magic Stick up, and he's gonna... No! He does not survive!
Na'Vi! They're not done yet! Kuroki's gonna fall! 1 for 1, Bulldog standing strong. But Na'Vi, they needed a good start after that last game. Now a Gale.
Gale's going to hit, and they're going to right kick some, but nobody's going to come in.
He should be fine.
WoW
this is
Access,
too far to die.
Has a long
No, maybe not.
Oh, it's going to hit.
It's not enough. Not nearly enough.
Definitely scared.
So great start for Na'Vi, you gotta say.
I really like the fact that they made a rotation to the mid lane. Look at Funnick though. He has pulled all the way from top lane to his own jungle, and he's farming 2 camps at once. This is some next level stuff.
Yeah. Have we ever seen this?
I've never seen anything like this. This is amazing.
Yeah, I mean, it's nothing too crazy in terms of kills, but innovation, we're seeing it here from Funnick. He has shown some really magnificent movement.
He's farming his entire jungle with the enemy creeps.
But mid lane, it's S4 on the run. Dendi looking to turn 2, and he will. Another kill for Na'Vi. Alliance, they had an unbeatable start in game 1. They lead 1-0 in the best of 5. But Na'Vi, they were given a lot of very strong, very fearsome heroes that are usually banned, and already they're making it work.
It's not the fact that they have really strong heroes. Obviously, Wisp and Batrider are powerful, heroes at their own right, but it's the fact they're rotating. It's the fact that they're creative, and of course, Bounty Hunter is just... He's winning me over. I cannot help but fall in love with his play.
Yeah, Funnick just farmed his own jungle with the enemy neutrals. That is probably a first in competitive Dota, at least for me. Haven't seen that too often. Now, he's level 2. He's heading into the mid lane. S4 has a Sentry Ward prepared. It is going to run out soon. S4 sees him. Not much he can do. Now Na'Vi do know there's a Sentry there. Of course, they are getting free farm on Spectre. That's always going to be scary to deal with, but it's being matched by Havos's farm as well. And he's going for the greedy build. He's rushing to Midas. It's actually pretty much what we see from Loda all the time. You got to say right now, Na'Vi on all counts are definitely winning.
Yeah, and because Dendi's got the first blood in the mid lane, and because he's got the second blood there as well, he's going to get his Blink Dagger very, very early. Whereas last game we saw Na'Vi Dendi didn't even get the Blink Dagger until that fight before the GG, so Dendi's going to have a huge impact this game.
And once he hits 6, he can even go for a solo kill in S4. That's where you need to have a TP on your Venomancer. You do have a Nature's Prophet, but he's not that good at counter-ganking Batrider because of Firefly. So S4, he'll have to play this one very cautiously. The Napalm stacks come through. He's also got to be worried about those Wisp rotations. For now, the Wisp is just sitting mid, waiting for a long-range tether. As soon as Dendi hits 6, he could go. Ooh. Not yet. Clearing the wave. The 4-minute rune is going to be picked up bottom lane. It's going to be on to Puppey. Now top lane. They've dusted up Funnick. Alliance strikes back. They'll take down Funnick. Make it 2-2. Give Loda some gold, but give a lot more gold to the out because Havos just picked up his Midas. And that's a 4.5-minute Midas on an Alchemist, maxing Greeble's Greed. Can you say Hala Hala get Dala?
I mean,
he's going to be rich.
We've seen Loda just completely go for this build, and he is just unmatched. He has so much gold throughout the game. He has, it seems like, limitless buybacks, limitless items, and we'll see exactly what Havos is going to do. Keep in mind the playstyle of these two carry players are different. Havos very likely to join fights much, much early on.
Yeah, now we have seen in the past, I mean, not as of late, but if you go back to the International 2, Havos is able to adapt his playstyle. At the International 2, there were quite a few games where they picked him a Faceless Void, an Anti-Mage, and he didn't really fight early. He farmed and he won in more of a traditional 4 Protect 1, a late game oriented strat. So if they want to go late with track gold, with the lineup they have, they most certainly can. We expect Funnick to join fights, and once he gets a Shadow Blade, he'll probably go for pickoffs, but they don't have to fight that much early on. Speaking
of Funnick, trying his best to put on some grubby impression. There you go, windwalk kills.
Oh man, stealing the neutrals. Now a Haunt's coming in. There's some sort of engagement about to break out. It's going to be Ake. Oh, pulled in. Now in trouble. Dendi pulling him far away. Not dead just yet. And Loda just farming top. They've lost the bat. They could lose a Venom soon, or Beastmaster soon. S4 on the run. Dendi leading 3-2. He's really diving for this. He will back off. Na'Vi, it's 3-2.
Tanner coming in the back line here. Wisp balls in your face, S4, and Funnick picks up yet another kill. I have to remind you, Funnick started on the top lane and had no help. He's level 4, 6 minutes in. This is some impressive long lane play.
They're really digging deep. I mean, they are just pulling everything out. Wisp ganking at level 1, Wisp ganking at level 2, at 3, and now hits 5. Funnick pulling the enemy neutrals to farm his own jungle. They are pulling every possible trick out of the hat, and as a result, they lead already by 2,500 gold, 2,000 experience. Havos free farming. He's going to have his phase boots now, or he could rush the Shadow Blade soon. He's going to have one by the 10-minute mark at the latest. Alliance in huge trouble.
Oh, Funnick, he's looking for a stun. Keep in mind that if he gets a hit in,
there's a sentry here. He's been revealed. Loda joins the fray. Now looking for a fight. Do they have any dust? No dust yet. No, there is some on EGM, but looks like Funnick is going to dodge a bullet and hunt a courier.
No, he's not going to. He's not going to get the
kill. You can't get
that
that this early. You really need the phase boots, the leveled up Janata to make it happen.
But the fact that he just rotated it and drew 5 people's attention for a good 15 seconds, that means people are free farming elsewhere. If you look at the top lane here, we have Batrider working towards his Blink Dagger. Havos has never actually seen a hero this game so far because all he does is PvE on the bot lane. He's got his power treads, Midas, and Quelling Blade running, and 600 gold. I mean,
it's even possible he could go Battle Fury this game. When you're ahead like this and Alliance are reluctant to take fights when they're playing catch-up, I mean, if you do go Battle Fury Midas and they don't contest you immediately and constantly, you are going to be so far ahead. You could be 10k gold ahead of that Spectre at 20, 25, 30 minutes, and you could just go win the game on one big push. So Shadow Blade is what we expect because of aggression, but with treads are the better jungling item, so we'll have to see.
Well, he's going back in the jungle. Definitely want to pick up a big creep. I'll hit himself to level 9 there. Oh, not exactly. Not big enough.
Yeah, still playing defensively for now. He could also buy a Claymore and leave his options open. So Havos, a lot of options for him now. Funnick, his job is to secure level 6, and Dendi the Blink Dagger, which, by the way, he's got. It's an 8-minute blink for Dendi, and as soon as they get track and relocate, which they're about to have relocate, it really is go time. look at Alliance. Last game, it was Na'Vi who had the supports that were food. This game, it's Alliance who do. Ake has no boots. He is level 3 with 560 health. You look at this Visage for EGM, no boots. I think they're coming out now. Yeah, he's got his boots, but still, anyone is food as far as these supports go to a relocate gank.
Yeah, I wonder where that first gank is going to come from. Of course, the element of surprise is really, really important. So Dendi, with this fresh, shiny new Blink Dagger, is it going to be mid? Is it going to be S4? He smokes himself as well so that people don't really will see him TP in. And is it going to be top, mid, bot? I mean, anywhere he goes fine because he knows that he has relocate. It's going to be mid, but he TP's right under a creep.
Yeah, he's been spotted out here, but he is smoked up. Let's see if they stay far enough back. He's going for S4. Blink, Lasso, he's found him anyway. They need this Tether Stone, and they're going to get it. S4 down to the low ground, gets off the roar, will fall, however. Loda, though, on the fight, bottling up his Dendi. Can't touch this, he says. Not dead yet, and he is going to live.
He's thinking of jumping back in. Emerald Bulldog down to about half HP. Here comes EGM on his Visage. Puppy's in there as
There's
well.
a black hole
Yes,
here. He's level 7.
Yes, here is.
Alliance in huge trouble. Ooh. They have almost nothing to cancel it. Dendi's alive. Loda desperate for the kill, but cannot find it. And Lumi, this is normally what we see out of Alliance. Loda just farming, but this game, it's Havosh just farming. Na'Vi are winning this game 4v5, and there is a huge ticking time bomb on their side. Havosh, 1,200 gold, whatever he wants. Shadow Blade, if he wants it, just about ready to go. And the tier 1 mid now falls. The safe zone for Alliance, it now gets even smaller.
And there's going to be a Shadow Blade up, like you said, and now
they have track. I mean, if Havosh starts finding kills, he is not going to stop.
And now you see Puppy setting up very offensive wards deep into the enemy jungle. When you have the Hero Wisp, you want to have perfect vision on the enemy camps. You want to make sure that if you, well, you see the Prophet TPing in, oh yeah, that's a freebie. Do we have a relocate?
Wait for the relocate. Kuroki trying to find a partner in crime here. Puppy's still lurking on the low ground. If they knew he was here, they would have already come for him, so he knows they don't. In comes Funnick. They've got track. It could be a 4-hero track kill. Funnick, he's got the set. Bulldog's been greedy, and his greed will be punished. No relocate yet. Are they not going to use it?
They don't need it.
Don't even need it. Now a smoke. They're spreading to the winds. They've gone in mid as well. Last one, S4. This is getting totally out of control. Hastrun or not, S4 will fall. Na'Vi are rolling through the Alliance. Another track kill. EGM on the run. He's going to fall 8-2. It's a good old-fashioned beatdown.
Oh, Na'Vi setting up shop in front of the tier 2 tower. They are just rolling so hard. The goal advantage, massive. The experience advantage, massive. Can they get this tier 2 tower? S4 generally one of the best solo mid Europe. He is 0-5-0. He is not doing a single thing in this game so far.
And now, already Havost is in combat shape. He's got the treads, he's got Midas as well as Shadow Blade. He can farm and he can fight. Kuroki gives him that option. I mean, they are so far ahead. It can't be stressed enough. Alliance do have some access to late game. They have a Prophet, they have a Spectre, but they really need to find pickoffs and slow Na'Vi down. It looks like that's what they want. They're smoked up, but they're heading the wrong way. Narrowly, Na'Vi is going to dodge a bit of a bullet here. They still have relocate, by the way. They still have Black Hole. We haven't even seen them use their full arsenal.
I think they head to the right way, because if they engage now, they lose. There's no way.
We'll have to see. They've got a roar, but you can't really go on Kuroki. Now the gank revealed. Meanwhile, Alliance, 4 heroes, grouped up near mid. Puppy and Kuroki heading towards the top lane. Tethered up. Havost is there as well. The mech is almost out for Puppy. Their ability to fight is going to get a whole lot scarier. They can split push. They can gank. It's really pressure on the Alliance. Are they going to smoke again? What are they doing? They're all sitting in the jungle. 3 heroes.
They're waiting for Dendi.
We've never seen this tournament from the Alliance. I don't think, even that game they lost to DK, they look befuddled. They look flummoxed right now. They don't know what to do.
Yeah, normally they're off to a beautiful start in terms of experience or goal. They are never really playing from behind. And during the mid-game where they falter a little bit, their team play just brings them back. But to me, Alliance, really, their success always come through S4. But if you look at S4, because he has such a poor start, and the fact that his hero is not really that strong without a key 1 or 2 items, S4 is going to have a tough time changing this game around by himself.
Yeah, as much as Alliance do have fantastic late game, Na'Vi can match that to a large extent. Track goal, here we go.
Here we go.
Relocate. Hello, Mr. S4. Say hello to Slapchop. Havost is here. S4, roar. Is he going to live? He's still alive. Unbelievable. Still he stands. He's not dead yet. EGM might fall one more swipe. He gets the kill. Meanwhile, on the middle lane, they're diving Bulldog. That's a track kill. That's for 3.
Funnick's going to get picked up by Loda here. And Alliance,
he's looking for the turnaround, but Puppy's got Black Hole. He's got Malefice. Is he going to unload? Not yet. Oh. I think they could have gone there, but maybe a little bit too far to risk it.
Definitely a little bit too far. You don't know where the Venomancer is. Loda very tanky with 7 wand charges as well as the drums available. So good thing that they did not dive. But again, Black Hole is not being used yet. This is the next level Puppy strat. They always don't have Black Hole, so they could never come next to me, so I don't use it.
The only thing better than using Black Hole is
not using
Black Hole. Now it drums up for Funnick. Na'Vi going for a lot of early to mid-game items, the mechs, the treads. We see even the Shadow Blade coming out. They know that once they get a certain level of farm, they can just keep on fighting. And now they've got a huge item for Dendi. There's your 4-step. If they isolate Loda, they can certainly kill him off, and Dendi's on the prowl.
He's always going to be on the prowl this game, looking for anything. His mana is dropping somewhat low. He will see a Illusion Rune and
bottles it up. So if you're Alliance now, you are very far behind. I mean, very far behind. You're down 14,000 gold, 10,000 experience to a Wisp, to a Bounty Hunter, to an Alk who went Midas, who maxed Greevil's Greed.
I mean,
what's your plan? Just
on a perspective, Na'Vi is out farming Alliance. Every minute, they're getting a tower worth of gold over Alliance.
Yeah, they are. Their advantage increases by 1,000 gold per minute this game.
What will Alliance do? Well, stacking is generally their way of coming back, but it's very dangerous to stack against Na'Vi, who could just roll into your jungle, kill 2 or 3, and then take your stack.
And their lineup is very mediocre for farming stacks. You look at these heroes, they don't have AoE, there's no Magnus in power. Beastmaster's okay, but that's really where it ends. I mean, they don't have a Gyrocopter, they don't have a Phantom Lancer with Empower. They have some late game, sure, but they got to farm the items to get there. And with the pressure that Na'Vi's putting on them, you can see they're sort of they're locked into this. Look at that GPM, 15 minutes in. Havos, like you said, PvE Dota, he's yet to really join a fight. 1-0 and 2, and yet he is so fat.
Here comes Alliance. I mean, this smoke, whoa,
they've got to relocate here if they really need to.
No,
they're still running. The tier 1's up. If they fight this, this is going to be bad. Here comes the turnaround. Stun on to EGM. Where's the follow-up? Nothing yet. There's a few heroes here. Familiar's coming out, and Alliance is going to back off. But that's a lot of wasted time. Meanwhile, middle lane, here comes the relocate. You gank us, we dodge it and gank you twice as hard. Bulldog will fall. And Na'Vi in full control of game 2.
S4 drops a Beastmaster Roar, but he has no backup here. Tender movement speed forward here. Couple more rights, it's gonna do it. Havos finds himself a double kill. A Soulkiller is finished in 16 minutes. What is this farm?
He is richer than God. He's hardly had to fight, but now if he wants to, he most certainly can. Dendi forcing forward, really wanting to dive a 2-hero kill, but I don't think it's enough. In comes the stun. EGM, 1 stun, 3 swipes, and he's down!
My God, Na'Vi is rolling so hard. And when you have a carry like Havos, they're so fortunate to have Havos, who never really forces to trouble, who dives, but make sure they get kills. The fortitude of this carry player. I mean, why does he have a 4 there either? Like, I'm not sure what that's about.
I mean, I'm looking at a game now where Game 1 was a complete stomp in favor of the Alliance. Game 2, a complete stomp in favor of Na'Vi. If you looked at the way the Alliance was playing heading into this match, a lot of their games were going 40+ minutes. And if they were winning sooner, it was still with a late game strat with Keeper of the Light, Phantom Lancer, Lone Druid, Nature's Prophet, a lot of late game heroes. Both games have been very quick. Game 2's not over, but man, it sure feels like it right now. Roshan, next in line, slapping and chopping. Havos, he'll have Roche. Then if he wants his BKB, he's nearly got it. The gold strat is really paying off, and here we go.
Relocate up, and they're gonna find Loda, the last hope. He's just getting melted by Havos. Oh, Havos, by the way, up to 3,200 gold. Didn't he just finish Soulkillers?
Yeah, BKB's coming soon, and if he wants it, and once he gets it, good luck to Alliance stopping what's coming their way. There's a freight train rolling down the tracks, and it's about to run into a car, and let me tell you, Lumi, the car gives way, not the freight train.
I mean, he doesn't even need BKB in this game. In fact, he's going for a heart. Yeah, BKB, sure, it's going to block a couple of stuns, blocks a couple of nukes, but at this point, he doesn't care. He has so much frontline tank, he's going to go for a heart. It's a great sieging item. And when you're ahead by this much, when you're ahead by, what is it, 20,000 gold now? They have over Eclipse 1,000 gold per minute.
Yeah.
I've never actually seen this in a professional game
I've
before.
seen close to it, but this is, I mean, it's like 1,100, 1,200 gold per minute. That's the rate they're gaining an advantage. That's not their lead, that's the rate they're gaining an advantage. It's not even how fast they're farming. Oh my goodness, the tier 2 falls top. There's one outer tower, Na'Vi. And soon they're gonna kick down the front door. Alliance, their last stand in game 2, might be coming soon. Na'Vi, full map control. Vlad's probably on the way for Funix soon. Everybody's rich. Puppy's now got a mech, he's got 2.5k gold. They can just A-click towards the enemy base. 5 man and just death ball. And if Alliance try to leave to catch up, if they try to farm, Loda, what we saw to Burning happen in that game 3 against Alliance, where he died at his tier 3, could easily happen to Loda Spectre this game.
Yeah, you can see that right now. Alliance is trying to set up a bait with Loda. In fact, when you ask me what they need to do about 5-10 minutes ago, Alliance, I think if they could get some bait going, maybe bait in a relocate and then just wipe them, that might be a beginning of a comeback. But right now, that's just a far cry. They're so far behind. Yet another tower goes down, and more advantage goes to Na'Vi.
Now is the time to break the base. Kuroki already has a vitality booster. Na'Vi, BKB coming soon for Puppy. They're not going to wait. Havost in the front lines. To the lines he goes. He'll start hitting the tower. The pressure is here. They will have to respond. The Familiars try to stun. One falls in doing so, and they just don't stop. They'll back off. They'll reset. They'll reload. Denny with a Yule Scepter. Whenever Na'Vi wants to pick a fight, they can, and if Alliance does not defend now, they will start losing their first lane of racks.
Oh, Bit jump in against S4. He gets pulled back out, and S4 is going to get focused so hard that he does not know what him. Meanwhile, Havost 1v4 deep in the base. He does not care. Immediate buyback. Yule Scepter back up. Can we get a Black Hole? Yeah, no, Black Hole. S4 drops his world first. They want Bulldog. Bulldog chasing in. Yeah,
Alliance,
Bulldog.
they just can't stand against this level of damage. Puppy still hunting. Stun on Ake. They don't even need the Black Hole. It's a rout. It's a retreat to the fountain. They'll find S4. S4's dead in a matter of seconds. 4 to fall. They're farming Alliance in their own base. This is the most one-sided game that the Alliance has lost in this entire tournament. 20 minutes in, 20 kills. The gold lead 30,000, and it's GG! What was once a best of 5 is now resetting to a best of 3.